Today, we are going to work with number bonds to show how fractions would equal one whole. But before we deal with fractions, let's just think about the normal number 4. We're going to talk about a couple of different ways to get to the number 4. One way is we can take one plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, and we'd equal 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is one and probably the most simple way to get to the number 4. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. However, another way to get to the same number, we could take, instead of all ones, we might do a 3, and we ask ourselves, 3 plus what equals 4? 3 and 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. Also, 3 plus 1 equals 4. So there are two different ways to get to the number 4. Now, if we have one piece broken into unit fractions, each one of these unit fractions would be 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. I kind of skipped over. I guess we could jump back and review. How did I get 4th? Why not 3rd? Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 total pieces. And each one of these pieces is on their own. They're just one piece of the whole section. Back in there so he's close to equal. If I were to leave them right here, I could do 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 if I colored them all in. 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, I would get one whole. I colored in the entire thing, one whole thing. I could also, instead of 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, I could color in 1, 2, 3 of them. So I could have 3/4 colored in. And then I could come back and color in 1/4. And I colored in 3/4. Then I added 1/4, and I still got one whole piece. This is more what we'll focus on today. Now, I think when it comes to fractions, they do a lot of simple addition and simple subtraction. And I love it. We just got done dividing and multiplying huge numbers. It's kind of a refreshing task to just do 3 plus 1 for a little bit. I love it. So let's take one whole piece. We're going to split this piece into fourths. We can split it into fifths too. 1, 2, 3, 4. This number bond is the same as when we did fourths, but I want to equal one whole with 4 pieces. So I'd have 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, because, like we found out here, 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals one whole. I just scoot this. No, I don't. I'll probably be fine. Another way, just like we did with this rectangle, another way to get to one whole is I want to take 1 and add two things together to equal one whole. I'm still dealing with fourths, just like I did here, but this time, 3 plus 1. 3/4 plus 1/4 equals 4/4. Because 3 plus 1 equals 4, and our denominator is always the same. 4/4 just happens to equal 1 whole. Now we can do the same thing. We're going to split these up, and this time we're going to use fifths. I'm going to break this one up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I need to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/5. I need to equal 1 whole. Just like in this fourth one, I can do 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 would equal 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5. 5/5 equals 1. I can also do the same with just, let's take 2 of them, for example. I need something plus something equals 5. How about 3/5 and 2/5? 3/5 plus 2/5 equals, well, 3 plus 2 equals 5. In our denominator, we don't even have to think. It stays the same. 5/5 equals 1. That's not the only way I could do it. What if I did 4/5 plus 1/5? Does that still work? 4/5 plus 1/5 equals 4 plus 1 equals 5. And our denominator always stays the same. We're still in fifths. 5/5 equals 1 whole. If you can remember how to simply add numbers, you'll do all right.